Advances in the amount of $10,000 from the general county fund.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor of? Aye. Opposed to?
No.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. We have two special claims this morning. The first of those is to Malachi Financial Products in the amount of $105,400, and this is for the sustainability of the Byron Clinton corridor.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the board?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor of?
Yes.
Opposed to?
No.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. The next special claim is to the reserve account for Pitney Bowes Bank. This is for postage. It is in the amount of $61,100. This is for land redemption certified mail certificates that are required to go out, and they will be going out this week or very first of next week. So we request your approval of this special claim.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the board?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second with the question, Mr. President.
Second with the question, Mr. Stokes.
This is Pitney Bowes again?
Correct. This is the new company that is doing the mailroom postage for the mail center.
Okay.
We run the postage meters through them now, according to Ms. Ward. This is just to cover those certified mailers. It is 10,000 certified mailers, and they cost $6.11 each. And these are required by law for upcoming tax sales maturities that would happen in August.
Okay. So we send certified mail from people.
Correct. And if their taxes are still outstanding, they get a notice.
Certified.
Certified mail notice,
Okay.
yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All those in favor of?
Yeah.
Opposed to?
Thank you very much.
Motion passes. Hold one second, Rep. Ms. Scallon.
Yes, the motion prior to this one, I thought you said something about sustainability. I was distracted. Would you read that claim again, please?
The special claim for the Malachi Financial Products, it was for $105,400 for the study of the sustainability of the Byron Clinton corridor.
Okay, I adamantly oppose paying that claim, and I can go into details. And I would like to go into details and reconsider the motion.
Okay, before you do it, you have to make a motion to reconsider. And so is that your motion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have a motion to reconsider that particular claim. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's a motion to reconsider, and there is a second. Now discussion.
Okay. As I stated early on and at prior board meetings, I have a lot of concerns regarding the feasibility study, and I think what threw me off is when Rita said sustainability. But I have a lot of concerns regarding the Byron Clinton corridor's feasibility study as documented by Dr. Hill and the Malachi Financial Group. Meanwhile, when I talk about this, I want to just kind of demonstrate. Won't you pass this out to the audience? What you're about to receive now is a 11-page document for phase 1 of the Byron Clinton corridor's feasibility study, as documented by Dr. Hill and the Malachi Financial Product Company. A lot of the information that you'll be looking at in that 11-page document consists of information that came off the internet and from a lot of Pines County informational resources. Also, a lot of the information that's documented came from the Central Mississippi Planning and Development District. The board voted at one of our board meetings to pay $66,000 for that 11-page document that basically, does not address the economic impact of the Byron Clinton corridor. Certain board members voted to pay $66,000 for that phase 1 of the document. Anybody in this room can go online and access the information that's listed in that document. Secondly, Malachi and Dr. Hill have come back to this board to request $105,000 for phase 2 of the feasibility study. This is a 72-page document, however, and over 50% of the information that's printed in this study, again, consists of documentations from the Central Mississippi Planning Development District. Other documented sources include information that came from our Hinds County Geographical Database, some from the Mississippi Department of Transportation, and a lot of the information from our 2010 census. The information in this document was simply reprinted as work done by, a copy as work done by the contractor. In this information, there are a number of errors concerning the description of the corridor and the amount of money received from the federal government for the project. The study lists $1.25 million was received from the federal government. However, we have received over $30 million. And another thing that I'm most concerned about, the information that was listed in this document was based upon the premises that when Hinds County builds the corridor or builds the road for the Byron Clinton corridor, that we would not be putting in improved infrastructure such as water, sewer, and water lines. We are putting in water, sewer, and water lines for the project. As a matter of fact, when I discussed what our plans were with the contractor, and Mr. Porter Bingham and Dr. Hill were in on that meeting, including other Hinds County employees, I recommended that the group go and speak with our engineers who are working with us to provide infrastructure. None of that information, and my point is, they knew that we were going to put in improved infrastructure. However, this entire document is based upon the premises that we would not be providing infrastructure. Also, listed in this document, well, not listed in the document, is Raymond, Mississippi. They talk about Clinton and Byron, but this document does not reference Raymond, Mississippi. Why is Raymond, Mississippi important? Raymond, Mississippi is important because we have housed in that town the Hinds Junior College. We have the John Bell Williams Airport, and we have the John Bell Williams Industrial Park. Those three alone are key to the economic development on the northern end of the project. And no mention, there is no mention in this document the college. There's no mention in this document the industrial park or the airport. So now the contractor comes back to the Hinds County Board of Supervisors and requests $105,000 for phase 2, excluding the already $66,000 paid for that document that you are looking at, that you have in your possession right now. Another concern that I have is that the
Point of information,
communities
Mr. President.
impacted by the corridor have not been involved in the initial stage of this project.
Point of
If
information, Mr.
anybody
President.
knows that if you're doing a study, you're going to have to include the communities involved.
Point of information,
Okay.
Mr. President.
Okay. Ms. Gallo, we have a request for a point of information. Mr. Stokes?
Mr. President, I thought we had a motion to reconsider
Correct.
on the vote that she made in favor of something she criticized.
As I said, I was distracted, and I
Now,
was.
if this is a motion to reconsider, then, we ought to go up or down. She voted for this. Nobody raised her hand. Now she criticized what she voted for.
Yes.
So,
And I'm sorry.
call the question, Mr. President.
And I am truly sorry to the taxpayers.
Call the question, Mr. President.
I was distracted, and I voted for which I heard the tail ends. I heard sustainability for the Byron Clinton corridor. And if I hadn't, I didn't hear feasibility study. I just heard something about the sustainability of the Byron Clinton corridor, and I'm in favor of sustaining the corridor.
Okay,
So that's why I voted.
Okay, we have a call for the question.
But anyway, I would like to continue with my opposition.
Okay, but we have a call for the question.
Literally giving.
Call the question, Mr. President.
What the board has done is give away literally thousands of dollars to
Ms.
the.
Gallo, we have a call for the
And
question.
this is not the only time that the board has literally given away thousands of dollars.
Ms. Gallo, we have a call for a question. Okay. All right. It has been moved and properly seconded and discussed, and we'll now vote for whether or not the motion to reconsider. All those in favor of? Opposed to?
No.
No. Motion to reconsider fails. Okay. Ms. Greta, we can continue with the
Mr.
claims.
President, may I continue with my comments, please?
Yes. Go ahead and continue with your comments, and then Greta will go ahead and go through the claims.
The payment of the bill literally represents the gouging of the taxpayers. This document here is worthless, and I apologize to the taxpayers for my inattention to the claim that was presented. Everybody in this room that has been in previous meetings know that I am totally in opposition to paying this bill. And again, I owe a sincere apology to the taxpayers.
Okay. Greta, continue, please.
1 second. We have claims remaining on the docket from the April 15 docket. The first of those is claim number 3,510. This is over $100,000. This is to Motorola Solutions Credit, and this is for the